Hey, my Legion, how y'all doing today? This is kind of like a story time video. This would have been a perfect video put on Thanksgiving, but I didn't think about it till this morning, Saturday morning. Well, I had an idea of doing something, and I'm gonna post this Sunday morning, sometime Sunday. Um, and then another Thanksgiving related video, and then tonight, Sunday night, I'll be putting my final of the frozen turkey meal dinners as my main video, and I'll say which was the best and which one was the worst. Um, but the first thing I was thinking about when I did that, I was just gonna say when I was at my, I was say first for Bob. I didn't know if my sister wanted me to admit that she got the dinner from Bob Evans. She said it was a farmhouse feast, and I did like the video about that, just showing it. I didn't say what all it entails, and I want to talk about previous Thanksgivings I had, including Thanksgiving I had in the Army. And so I'll just tell you what the Bob Evans Farmhouse Feast is supposed to feed a family of four. And it fed uh, my sister, Roland, Mom, myself, Ori, and then AJ. I didn't see Taylor, but I mean Taylor, I guess, and AJ. Um, and they gave me some leftovers, which I had. I still have a little bit left. Well, I'm filming this. I still have a bit of turkey. I have a bowl full of the yams I made, and also I have some of that green bean casserole from Bob Evans. So I ate the ones I made already, and I think I'm not all turkeyed up. I think that might be it. So what the Bob Evans farmhouse feast entails is previously it was $80. Now it's $90. She said it was $90. First of all, you get a big roasting pan with a big turkey breast in it. You know, skinless turkey breast, and that was fantastic. You get a bunch of sides, and there are sides that are. I got one of the cans. One of the things I guess before I throw it away. This is the size of the sides you usually get. I don't know how much. This is what one of the sides looks like right there. Okay, that's what one of the containers look like, and they would have like corn. Now I don't know how much of each one you get. I think you get one thing of gravy, corn, the green bean casserole. The green bean casserole, you might get two of those with green beans, and it was different. It wasn't soup based like the cream mushroom soup. It was green beans with like the broth and onion and bits of bacon in it. And then you didn't get sweet potatoes. You got mashed potatoes, and then you got stuffing. And along with that, you got a small thing of cranberry relish. I think now the one complaint I have, I think I should give you more relish. And then you have a bigger thing of Cool Whip. Cool Whip. But I mean, as far as I'm concerned, they get rid of the Cool Whip and give you a bigger thing of cranberry. I'm not in whipped cream or Cool Whip at all. I never have been. And along with that, they give you a full pumpkin pie, a big one, and you get a full loaf of a full thing of banana bread. And then you get like rolls. I don't know how many rolls, a dozen or maybe 15 rolls. And the rolls are really good too. I mean, that's what you get. You get a lot of stuff. And it's in a big box that folds over, and it's kind of heavy, but it's very convenient. It said farmhouse feed. I'll make sure you always hold it from the bottom, just in case. Because if you hold it from the top, it's possible the tape may not be that good. But I mean, use your own discretion on that. And that's what my sister's been getting for a while. And then she said last year she went someplace else. I don't remember where, and it wasn't as good, so she went back to Bob Evans. Now they had Popeyes had a $50 Cajun turkey thing for Thanksgiving. I don't know what all that entails. Let me look that up. Popeyes. I mean, that was $50. Cajun turkey. Cajun turkey. Well, they'll have the same thing. Cajun turkeys for Thanksgiving. Let's see. Let me hit that. You can pre-order Popeyes Cajun style turkeys let's see, I don't know what all the so go down. Oh, I have a big turkey thing, but I mean with sensitive palates, not myself, sensitive palates. Uh, I don't know. I don't know if you get sides. You might just get the Cajun style turkey for $50. But I mean, my sister might say it's too spicy. Mom would say it's too spicy. You know what I mean? So that was out. I don't know what sides you got. I looked it up. I couldn't find what sides there were in it. But I mean, stick with Bob Evans. That'd be a good thing. And then let me see. One guy commented. Let me find it. Put a really neat. What did he say? Someone said something about something else. Let me find it. Maggie. Someone commented that they went to Waffle House, and everyone has their own like traditions and stuff like that, and that's really cool. I mean, then they said that they might go back there for Christmas because they like the atmosphere and stuff. I like Waffle House too. We have one on the way in the West Side Market, but I guess Roland doesn't like it, so I don't know if we'll go there. But I mean, I can't remember. I can't find the. It don't matter. So that's what we've done, and then some previous Thanksgivings. That's the Bob Evans holiday farmhouse feast. I always thought it was just Bob Evans turkey dinner or something like that. I didn't know they had a real name for it. Um, so growing up, my mom was always a really good cook. She only faltered twice. She made some noodle dish in crock pot, which was the absolute worst. I mean, I said, "Can I go to bed without supper?" I said, "I can't eat this," because I knew I was going to get in trouble, and get hit for not eating. And this stuff, it sucked. I can't eat it, and that's going to make me sick. I didn't want it. So I didn't. Needless to say, I starved that night, but it's all right. I didn't want it, and that was the worst thing I've ever. I mean, but everyone makes mistakes. And then the only other thing was chicken salad she would make, and it was really good. But you had to be very careful eating it because you put walnuts in. And sometimes you get bits of shells in there. I bit down bits of shell a couple times. It's not pleasant, believe me. But usually she's a really good cook. Now I remember growing up, all these almost 50 years. I'll be 50 April. I mean December 29th. Uh, it was always tradition that that you make the Thanksgiving meal at home, and that's what she usually would cook Thanksgiving meal at home. And she was always a nurse. She'd always say she's tired all the time. And then she found out about a place called the Dry Dock in Erie. I think they picked up one. And they found that they had a pre-made thing, and this is the first time I've ever heard of something like this. For 40, I mean, I don't really have any memories about Thanksgiving before the Dry Dock, really. I mean, probably was just all the same, but it was good. I don't remember any complaining about it at all. The Dry Dock, and it was like a fully catered meal. You got like a big tray, was like $40. Lots of sides, and they had a lot of that cranberry, so they had a decent amount. Bob Evans gives you a little bit. They should give you a lot more. Get rid of that whipped cream. Just buy whipped cream yourself. You don't need a thing of whipped cream. Have them fill up the whipped cream thing with cranberry relish and a little thing, and fill up the bigger thing that's supposed to be with the cranberry relish. You don't need whipped cream. Is meaningless to me. Anyways, it was really good, and my memory from that is they used to have a lot of zombie movies. Well, they have a ton now, but zombie movies were more of an event back then, back in the 70s and 80s. And usually, almost all the zombie movies were R-rated or unrated for gruesomeness. Like Dawn of the Dead was unrated, and Day of the Dead was unrated. And there was a movie that came out called One Dark Night, which was PG rated. Oh man, I think that was before PG-13 rating came out. I think, but I don't remember. And my memory was eating leftovers from Dry Dock. Download watching One Dark Night, and that was a good movie. That's my real thing. And also, how much I liked the cranberry relish that had orange peel in. It was really different. I don't know if she made it before she just got it from the can. There's nothing wrong with getting cranberry sauce from the can either. Just as good. But I try, if I do it from the can, I like getting the whole cranberry sauce with the whole berries in. That was really good. Now on to future Thanksgiving. The Thanksgiving's in the Army. Now, of all the holidays, I spent every Thanksgiving from November 87 to November 87 to November of 90. Wait a second. Yeah, November 90, I spent away from home. I know when I got out of the Army, a couple of days before Thanksgiving. Because that day that I was supposed to get out fell on a Sunday. So I got out Friday, and then I ended up, my last day was a Friday. I mean, the day I was supposed to get out was a Sunday. And then Thanksgiving was like 4 days later. And I remember getting out on a Friday, and I was officially out processed by 2 o'clock. I was supposed to catch a plane, be out of there by like 8 o'clock, but it was so close. My friend said maybe it's a good idea if you reschedule for the next day. It's like, oh, I won't be in the Army. I stayed one day, extra day on Uncle Sam. And I ended up leaving Saturday morning around 11 or 12 o'clock, and the plane left at 2. And I treated guys out that took me down there with all my stuff to Burger King. Well, anyway, that didn't have anything to do with Thanksgiving, but I mean, I came back there, after I came back, that was the first Thanksgiving I had at home in like 4 years. I go back to when I was going away in basic, it was a Tuesday, and Thanksgiving was Thursday. I remember they came to pick me up. What's it? Pick me up like Tuesday afternoon. And then the thing was, you had to stay overnight at the Holiday Inn. Went to the Holiday Inn. And then the next morning, they would call you up, and then you'd go to Pittsburgh, the reception station again, redo your physical and all that stuff, the paperwork, all the necessary stuff, and then go to the military. Well, anyways, we went to the Holiday Inn, and it was weird because I went there and they just said, well, they're going to give you a wake-up call. Well, they said curfew was like 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock or something like that. I just stayed in the room. People were out there partying and stuff like that. I just stayed in my room. A lot of my roommate did too. And he had a bunch of candy bars. He said they're going to be confiscated. They said a lot of stuff to be confiscated for contraband. He said, well, you want some candy bars for the contraband? I said, okay. Give me a couple candy bars. And the weird thing is, that kind of made me mad. No one told me that they were the Thanksgiving dinner next door, and the one thing. And I said, oh yeah, they have. No one told me about it. They told me I had to be in bed. Told me when curfew was, they said it'd be a wake up call like 4:30 in the morning. No one, and I went there, and it was like pretty much picked food through. But I had some stuff to eat. I was a little upset. No one told me. And then that night, I watched, they had like the Charlie Brown Thanksgiving thing, because he wanted to see that, and then he wanted to see some movie. Then he went to bed at 11 o'clock. I tried to go to bed at 9, but I was still nervous. I was still awake, but I had my eyes closed, and I was nervous about going to the military. Now, I still remember that Charlie Brown Thanksgiving that Woodstock was eating turkey, and people were saying, that's cannibalism, Birdie. Now, the bird's cannibalism. My dad, every time Woodstock, my dad would shake his head like, what's wrong? Woodstock eating turkey, what's wrong with that? It's cannibalism. Oh, okay. I never really put two and two, and I do now. By the time I did, I always thought that was kind of funny. Um, so we went in the army. I mean, we got up and they had like a breakfast of. They put a full breakfast out for us, which was really good. And then we went to the reception station. Not, I mean, can't remember the station in Pittsburgh, that processing station. What do they call it? And they had we had lunch there too. I remember going down there. I think we had dinner too. And they went to the army. They said they're gonna have late night. This guy briefed us about a bunch of stuff. Because we didn't get our uniforms, we didn't get our hair cut the way we were supposed to get it until like 2 days later. Because that was Wednesday night, Thursday the holiday, Friday we did processing. Monday, Saturday and Sunday were holiday, no one was working. Then we did processing again Wednesday and Tuesday. I think we went to basic Monday and Tuesday. We went to basic Wednesday. Well, anyways, they fed us, and then that Thursday was the very first. We all had civilian clothes on and stuff in the army. And that was the very first time we had Thanksgiving in the Thanksgiving meal as a child, and it was really good. And Commander was going around asking everybody how everything was. Yeah, it was really good. Little did I know the rude awakening that was waiting for me. Well, I mean, there was still somewhat of rude and stuff like that. Little I know the rude awakening was to come a few days later in basic training. But I had Thanksgiving then, and then. From there, I went to Germany. I was in Germany for 2 years because usually with time off, the only times I went home was, in basic training, the whole post shut down for Christmas and New Year's. So we were only in the Army for 5 weeks, and then we bought plane tickets and we went home for Christmas and New Year's. I was home for 15 days. And, that put me in the hole for leave a lot. Because every month in the Army you would earn 2.5 days leave. And I was in the hole for leave then. But I mean, everyone had to leave unless you wanted to stay on post and nothing had been closed down. That sucked. I remember coming back, it really sucked. Coming back sucked. I didn't want to come back. And then they were really tough on us after that because they said they were saying like, we were told we couldn't be that tough on you because no one would come back. Well, no, they were tough on us. They were tough on us before. This is going to be a long video. I don't care. And then next time I had leave was when I left. Well, they said I could go on leave again after basic if I wanted. But before that in AIT, I said no because I'm already in a hole for that. In a way, I wish I would have. I could avoid some real assholes I was in AIT with. But I didn't know about that. Then after AIT, I was going to Germany. I did have like a 19-day leave, and that really put me in the hole for leave. But while I was in Germany, I didn't go on leave at all. You know, because it was just a massive headache. You'd have to take an 8-hour train ride all the way down to this only U.S. airport, the Air Force Base, and it was a nightmare. And I didn't put myself through that. And I was in a hole for leave for a long time. And then I was there 2 years, and I built up a ton of leave, so I had a bunch of leave after that. And then after I left Germany, I took like a 35, well, that's why I was scheduled, a 35-day break before I went to Fort Bragg. Well, anyways, I'm getting lost on leave. Talking about Thanksgiving, we had like a homemade, I don't know who all cooked the Thanksgiving. Some of the people who cooked it, the sergeants and stuff, cooked it for us. And I know Jeff and I missed PT. And the sergeant was really mad at us. I think like the day before Thanksgiving, he said our punishment was after Thanksgiving dinner, we had to do all the dishes. So that was our punishment. But I mean, it was like home cooked, and that was a memory there. I don't really have. I don't remember what we did for Thanksgiving in Fort Bragg. It was really different. I don't remember. And then like I said, coming back, you know, we had that thing. Usually it would be. I don't remember some of the Thanksgivings. I know Dad, we found something about Dad. For a few years, Dad used to take everybody out to Old Country Buffet for Thanksgiving. That was a tradition for a while. But there was never any leftovers, but that's all right. But sometimes we bought, my dad said, why don't you try a turkey roll? And we started buying turkey rolls, and that was really good. Usually I would get like a turkey roll for myself and Dad. We'd have a Thanksgiving. And then my sister would invite us over sometimes. And then there was a couple times we went to Brandy Tim's. And it used to be, what used to be Railway Inn, Brandy Tim's, and there's no longer Brandy Tim's there. It got torn down to make way for that Family Dollar that no one goes to. And there was, I have a video trying, what was it, the Red's Apple Strawberry Ale in the Brandy Tim's. It's very darkly lit. But I think that was the only video I ever did inside Brandy Tim's. And that was the last time I ever went there. That was 2014. It got torn down a year later. And they had some guy that was selling barbecue there a couple weeks. I wish I would have got some barbecue from there, but I didn't know it was going to get torn down. And they used to have like a Thanksgiving, free Thanksgiving aid with deep fried turkeys all day long, deep fried turkeys, all the turkey, and it was fantastic. It was delicious. It was absolutely fantastic. And then after that, you know, I'd make a little Thanksgiving dinner, and it'd be like just, well, I didn't buy rolls this time. I was like, I don't need the rolls. I'm eating stuffing anyway, enough breading. You know, I'd buy the turkey roll and make it. I bought a turkey breast, a couple times. The first time was lit. The second time I bought it, the next year, it was awful. So that was the last time I was doing that. And I decided to do the turkey breast thing again. And like I said, I dried it. It got too dry in the air fryer. It was so edible. I ate it. But I don't know if I want to cook turkey again in the air fryer. Boy, it dries it out. I still love my air fryer though, but I wasn't sure if it was cooking it all the way and stuff like that. So yeah, I left it maybe a little too long. But it tasted all right though, just dry. And for next year for Thanksgiving, I'm thinking about getting a turkey tenderloin. Well, that might be different. I never did that before. So this has been my Thanksgiving thing about the Farmhouse feast. Plus, you know, Thanksgiving thing. Let's see if we can find. I'm going to look again for Popeye. This video is going long anyways. That's the main thing. Popeyes. Cajun turkey. Because I remember seeing sides. Turkey with sides. Sides. Do they have sides? Cause, I mean, I saw. It says Fail with Thanksgiving season. Oh, that. Okay, wait a second. Signature sides. I don't know. Maybe it's just the regular sides. I don't know. I guess that number 6 with cheese did a Popeyes. I don't really watch them. Huh. Oh well. It don't matter. If anyone want a Cajun seasoned turkey, in order to save 10 and 11 for heat. Okay, wait a second. Let me look at this consumer brands. But like I said, I don't think some fans say it's too spicy. It's too spicy. Flash fried, which is fine. It doesn't say the sides on there. Oh well, it don't matter. I did look. I don't want to spend the whole video looking for it. So that's my video about what exactly is Bob Evans Farmhouse Feast in my past Thanksgivings, including Thanksgivings in the military. So until next time, bye please. Take care, my legion.